And so we be okay, first of all. Hi, I'm a girl. I'm a female. I go through a menstruation cycle, have periods once a month, and I really like boys. Ah. Anyway, here we go. Taquito. That's me. That's me. Okay. Blood, sweat, and tears. Just shut up. I don't peep on ladies. That's slander, you know. I should sue you. I would never look up of all the shit. Ariya-sama's glorious body in any state of nudity. Oh, so you haven't seen her naked yet? Hey, like it. Surprised expression. I've seen a bit of side boob, but the hole I found didn't really let me get a good view of. There we go. Someone called the cops. Ichikawa is peeping. The peeping Tom has confessed. I playfully patted Ichikawa's shoulder as I turned around, grabbing my bag in the process and being prepared to leave. Thanks for the tip, Ichikawa. I'll let the judge know you're the most helpful during the interrogation. This guy. That's unfair. I was scared. Ooh, correct. Corseated. I won't say another word until I speak with my lawyer. Let's have all these more dots. Some time has elapsed. This. Middle of a Tarzan. This. Oh no, I think this is JoJo. When school was over, I decided to take my chances with a little bit of intel I managed to obtain from my classmates. If memory serves me right, Ariya. Oh. Ariya senpai would be practicing at the dojo today. Of course, I knew her. She was a JoJo student just like myself. But for whatever reason, she's been refusing to compete in any tournaments for a while now. Ariya senpai, are you around? I shouted her name as I parked my bike, looking around for any sign of the girl. Ha! Ha! Yeah! Follow shouts and you'll find her. I grinned briefly as I saw Ariya-sama seemingly in the middle of practicing a series of motions, almost as if she was fighting an imaginary opponent. Perhaps now is a perfect opportunity to surprise her a little. I snuck closer, making sure to make as little noise as possible before I reach a hand towards her shoulder. Ariya, feeling a hand on her shoulder, Ariya reacted. She grabbed hold of my hand and with a loud gun shifted her weight, curling and tipping me over her shoulder. I didn't have time to brace myself for the impact before I hit the ground like a sack of potatoes. Fine. Yeah! No one sneaks up on the grate. Konnichi, Ariya. Oh, Takaboy! I didn't realize it was you. I'm sorry. Are you okay? Kunochi, more like tsunami devil. Tasmanian devil. That throw didn't have a shred of mercy in it. There's no mercy in the ring, Takaboy. Better that you learn that now than in 2 weeks' time. Let me guess, you want to do some sparring, don't you? I actually came here to ask you something, but I guess a little sparring won't hurt, on top of whatever damage you just did. Oh? What did you want to ask? We've got all afternoon. I could do a bit of break anyway. Where to start? How about the way you dislocated my shoulder? You used to take part in the big and important matches in the past, right? Why don't you ever get nervous? Don't you ever get nervous before going into a ring? Oh yeah, this one time I got so nervous I hid in the kitchen cupboards until my dad found me and dragged me to the car. Of course, that's when I was like 8. Well, obviously I can't go hide for my match, but one of my friends made the stupid suggestion that I go pray or something. Honestly, at this point I'd do anything to calm my nerves a little. Takaboy, are you sure about this? Oh, you mean the match? Of course I am! I've been practicing dojo since I was old enough to walk. This is my chance to finally represent this country and the sport I love! I gotta like take a little ironic break here, dude. Ah, appreciate the cheese. Done. Ariya, wow. Ariya. seemed to think for quite a long time, all the while tapping her jaw with a finger. Eventually she snapped her fingers and grabbed a tight hold of my dick. Ah, shit. Ah, whatever. I guess I have to think of something before we get there. Thanks, Senpai. I appreciate the help. We? Oh, no, Takaboy. I'm not going with you. I've got training to do. Besides, you gotta take the step yourself. I can draw you a map and show you an easy way to get back here, but you'll be on your own. You're not tagging along? Not even for a little while? Afraid so, Takaboy? Let me grab some paper. I'll draw a map for you. Wait, who the fuck draws a map? After Aria's return, quick preparations were made, and I followed the directions noted on the map. Surprisingly, it wasn't all that far. However, the hint on how to find my way back in case I get lost was a bit sketchy. Just look down, and you'll be able to see the roof from the dojo from anywhere on the hill. Yeah, okay. There we go. The forest near the dojo was my first challenge to overcome. Path of challenges, hero. That hero with 1,000 faces. Read it. A narrow path coiled along the trees, and nearby was a river Ichikawa's sisters had mentioned. Alright, wait, female voice practice. Hi, I'm Melody. I'm a graphics designer, and I really like being a foodie and posting on my blog, even though I'd never post on my blog anymore. That's gonna take a while to get used to. I followed Aria's scribbles with a bit of skepticism, but after an hour or so, I finally arrived at the supposedly legendary shrine. The shrine itself seems surprisingly well maintained, despite being it's bigger than the dojo. Despite being in the middle of nowhere, it made me wonder if someone could secretly be living there. Perhaps some secret martial arts master. Yif. The thought of a hermit living in hiding within the shrine in order to prepare for himself for an upcoming battle between good and evil started to dwell in my mind. This boy and his... I guess it's too good to be true. I sighed in annoyance in the fact that, aside from the shrine itself, the ground surrounding it seemed completely abandoned. There's no way anybody could be living here. For the time being, I decided to focus on the reason behind my visit. It only took a few minutes before I gathered the courage to approach the building. Once inside, I found a rather fancy-looking altar of sorts at the back of the room. I guess this is the thing everyone's talking about. Silently, I folded up the map I had been given, putting it inside my bag. I approached the altar. I was kind of skeptical about the whole religious aspect, so I wasn't sure if this was actually gonna work. I don't even think luck will do me much good in a match like this. In my opinion, there wasn't any room for things like luck in martial arts. Judo is all about using the knowledge you have gained through training. Of course, a good amount of talent also helps. There was simply no room for something as superstitious as luck. Clearly, this was going to be a match where my experience and talent would be pushed to their limits. Nothing more, nothing less. Fuck. How curious. The boy doesn't believe in superstition, and yet he stands here, surrounded by the very thing he denounces. Hora hora. Oh, I am a female fox deity that can read minds. Upon hearing the voice, I looked around, trying to find the source, but there was no one to be seen. Who's there? Quite the cliched question, but the right thing to ask is, where am I? What are you talking about? Show yourself! Not yet. Entertainment for me? Entertain me for a little while longer, would you? This place is like no other. Why did you come here if you don't believe in such a thing as luck? Oh boy. I came here to prepare myself. Oh? Do enlighten me about what this something might be that you're preparing yourself for. Alright, you know what? We'll call it for this episode. Timer starts to run out. We'll see who is a mysterious voice. Toodles.